Dear people of the United States of America, this is a message to all of those who thought that we were crazy, who thought that we were paranoid. This is for all of the people who go to sleep every night ignorant of the evils in this world, the gross violations of basic human rights perpetrated by the very government that many of you will send your sons and daughters, your brothers and sisters, your husbands and wives, overseas, to die to protect. Today we live in a nation where common morals and ideals have been replaced by money and greed. We live in a world where a man who ran an internet file-sharing site can be made to serve more than double the prison sentence than that of a man who raped, killed, and disposed of the bodies of young women. A world where downloading a movie from the internet without paying for it carries massive fines and jail time. But running a company that is almost solely responsible for triggering a global economic collapse results in being given billions in bailout money to distribute to your executives and have no need to pay back. We live in a world where the rich own everything and have managed to put themselves so far above the law that it hardly even matters. We live in a country where our politicians are bought and paid for years in advance, where political prowess is judged based on the ability to lie and tell half-truths. A place where the only way to stand a true chance to have a good defense in court is dependent on how much money you have. In this great nation of ours, our rights are for sale to the highest bidder, and most people sit back in blissful ignorance. Now we have them running. All around the world people are starting to rise up. From Egypt to Spain, Italy to the Netherlands, from the Occupy movement to the no-NATO protests, people are starting to rise. People are finding common ground on which to stand and fight for their rights. People are refusing to be held down any longer, and it has the government scared. In a world with little to no unclaimed land for which people can meet without fear of persecution, the internet has played a vital role. And that is where the government has chosen to wage its war. Many bills like SOPA and PIPA have been brought to a vote in an effort by the government to strike back and limit access and usage of the internet. In attempts to keep their moves hidden, they have silenced the media. There is little to no coverage on any of the events going on. All of the major news stations appear to have turned a blind eye to any and all protests that have gone on around the world, of which there are many. Major bills that would vastly alter the way the internet is used and who can and cannot access it forever have been ignored. Many of them have been stopped, but through a rush vote CISPA was passed. CISPA is promoted as a bill to allow the government to better combat cybersecurity threats. In reality, this bill gives the government unrestricted access to store and use information taken from internet usage, private files, social networking sites and even people's own private computers in any way they choose. This cannot be allowed. All of you out there who thought that your private information was truly private and that the government was there for the people are now faced with a choice. You can lay down your rights at the feet of those who would take them, or you can rise with those of us that hold our rights dear. We will not be pushed aside for the sake of the profit of a few. We will not stop, we will not surrender. But do not take it from us. Go out in the world, experience the changes for yourself. Do your own research, learn the fact for yourself. We cannot decide which side you should choose for you. That is a choice that only you can make. You must decide, will you continue on with your life like nothing is happening? Will you ignore what is being done by those who would push you into servitude if they could? Or will you stand? Will you take your life into your own hands and stand with us? We have chosen our side, now you must choose yours. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Government of the United States, you should have expected us